Change is constant. Days get longer or shorter. Children grow, leave home, start families. Information is created and replaced in milliseconds. Our churches are not exempt from change, even radical change. Since 2000, the North American religious landscape has seen a massive cultural shift, as people who do not affiliate with any faith community are now in the majority. Worship attendance has plateaued even though the population has grown. 63% of disciples' congregations are declining. Nearly a fifth of these are declining by more than 10% a year. The demographics of neighborhoods around churches shift and often become a mismatch for the churches sitting in their midst. Charitable giving to church mission programs is declining as dramatically as the churches themselves. But where there is change, disciples listen, discern, respond to God's call. Disciples reach out courageously to embrace the future. Disciples strive for unity against that which would divide us. Disciples get creative. Disciples get generous. Where there is change, there is hope. What does hope look like? Hope is new and transformed mission, where congregations seek to look outward to the needs of their neighbors, where they seek to be the hands and feet of Christ in their communities. It's the mission of Saving Station, led by Pastor Carolyn Bibbs, and called to care for children and youth in need in Memphis.
And second of all, it's something that's helping me to glorify God with my talent.
To me, it's an excellent opportunity to give children hope. To see the full spectrum of walking a child through this process of life. Some children that don't have parents to walk them through the process. We are there. We're the surrogates that will help them, that will listen to them when they cry, that will talk to them and persuade them of a better way.
It's Mission Gathering in San Diego, where disciples from all walks of life minister to homeless teens and others marginalized by today's society. It's First Christian Church in Hiram, Ohio, where community, government, education, and church come together in a sustainable farming project to provide a nurturing work and living environment for adults with autism. Hope is in the hands of visionary, inspiring, and empowering leaders, like new church planter Sammy Robles, whose vision for Arise Christian Church in Orlando connects to the needs of second-generation Hispanics who feel distanced from the church of their ancestors. Like Mildred Butler of United Christian Church, who is guiding her older yet open congregation to a new way of serving in their changing Los Angeles neighborhood. Like Reverend Susan LaSalle, whose heart for church transformation matched the heart of First Christian Church, a congregation that transformed itself when it decided to build a community center to serve Hurricane Katrina-weary Slidell, Louisiana. Hope is resources mobilized for the sake of mission, not for the sake of buildings and the status quo. Witness South Broadway Christian Church in Denver, who invested in improving their building, not simply because it is historic, but because of its invaluable potential as a cultural and public service asset to downtown Denver. Or First Christian Church of Mount Vernon, Ohio, who is experiencing new life because of their willingness to sell their church and nest within another so that they can better focus their resources on responding to God's call for them. Or Bread of Life Christian Church in the greater Kansas City region that gathers in a rehabilitation center because the patients there didn't have a worship experience available to them. With no facilities expenses, Bread of Life has resources to support Haitian relief and other outreach needs. Because hope is not achieved alone, it requires the collaboration, the resources, creativity, and wisdom of many partners. Enter Hope Partnership for Missional Transformation. Church Extension, Disciples Home Missions, and Higher Education Leadership Ministries are three of those partners joining hands, heads, and hearts with other partners to support congregations and leaders who are being the change God wants to see in the world. Hope Partnership is helping congregations mobilize resources for mission by exploring new and more effective ways to house and fund mission, perhaps through small, shorter-term mission seed loans, maybe through divesting of larger buildings and relocating to leased or shared space where assets can be used for ministry. How about expanded use of church building space for community activities that might even generate additional revenue? Who are Hope partners? They're general ministries, regions, educational organizations, ecumenical partners, community resources, lay and pastoral leaders, congregations, ambassadors, volunteers, and donors to support transformational services through their gifts. Hope Partnership is all who join in covenant to live out the good news of Jesus Christ from our doorsteps to the end of the earth.